Have you ever checked your bank statement and thought, wait, I'm still paying for that? Yeah, you're not alone. Every single month, billions of dollars quietly disappear from people's accounts. Not because they're reckless, but because they're being outsmarted. Companies know exactly how to design subscriptions so you forget they exist. Auto-renewals don't ask for your permission, they expect your distraction. And your brain? It's been wired to ignore it. Why? Because the pain of paying, that uncomfortable feeling you get when you spend money, they've figured out how to erase it.
So here's the real question. How much money have you already lost to this trap? In this video, I'm going to break down why your brain doesn't cancel subscriptions, even when you should, the sneaky tricks companies use to bypass your decision-making, and the exact tools you can use right now to finally cut that dead weight. If you stay until the end, you'll walk away with more money in your pocket and a system to make sure this never happens again. Ready to stop funding someone else's yacht? Let's go.
Lesson 1. Why you forget to cancel. The psychology of subscription blindness. Let's start with the ugly truth. Your brain loves routine. Psychologists call it status quo bias. Basically, your brain prefers to keep things the way they are because change takes mental energy. That's why you keep paying for that random app you used once 6 months ago. And companies know this. They don't just rely on your forgetfulness, they design for it. Ever notice how signing up takes seconds, but canceling is buried 5 menus deep? That's not an accident, it's behavioral science. They know your brain is constantly busy juggling work, family, and life, and that makes you the perfect customer. The trap here isn't just laziness, it's that mentally you're optimized to ignore small leaks, like a $7 subscription here, a $12 app there. But over time, that adds up to hundreds or even thousands wasted every year, all because of this psychological blind spot. And the first step to beating it is becoming aware that it's happening.
And here's where it gets practical. Because understanding this bias isn't enough. You've got to use it against itself. One of the best ways to fight status quo bias is by breaking routines on purpose. Example, set a recurring reminder on your phone once a month called Cancel Something Today. It doesn't matter if it's an app, streaming service, or software you thought you'd use but didn't. Force yourself to actively question at least one recurring expense. Another method? Link your subscriptions to a separate account with limited funds. By creating a financial wall, you stop them from being hidden in the chaos of your daily expenses. Want something even more powerful? Start using annual payments for subscriptions you actually do use. Why? Because paying once forces you to feel the full price up front, instead of those sneaky small monthly hits. Awareness is good, systems are better. Build friction into staying the same.
Lesson 2. The auto-renewal trap. How companies bypass your decision-making. Here's where it gets sneaky. Auto-renewals are engineered to bypass your decision-making entirely. When you signed up for that trial, you probably told yourself, "I'll cancel before they charge me." But companies know the real psychology behind that promise. Life happens. You get busy. The deadline slides by. And suddenly, boom, you're billed. What's worse? They make the renewal process automatic and the cancellation process manual. That little imbalance is what makes them billions every year. And it's not your fault. It's designed that way. Subscription models rely on what's called inertia billing. They profit when you don't act. This isn't laziness, it's manipulation. They count on you being distracted, overwhelmed, or simply choosing to deal with it later. Want to beat them? You've got to flip the script. We'll get to that. But first, let's talk about why you don't feel these losses, even when they're happening right in front of you.
So how do you beat this auto-renewal trap before it beats you? You have to make future you bulletproof by setting traps for the trap. One of the smartest strategies is to use burner cards, virtual credit cards created just for trials or single subscriptions. Services like Privacy.com or Revolut let you generate cards that can automatically decline after the first charge or after a certain date. That way, when the renewal tries to sneak through, it gets blocked like a bad password. Another move? Use fake email addresses or email aliases for free trials. Why? Because you'll associate those fake emails with temporary use only. That mental separation makes it easier to delete or ignore later. And here's a pro tip. When you sign up for anything with an auto-renewal, add the cancellation date to your phone calendar immediately with a pop-up alert labeled "Cancel this before you get charged." Don't trust memory, trust systems.
Lesson 3. The pain of paying and how they erase it. There's a weird thing your brain does when you pay for something. It feels slightly uncomfortable, almost like a sting. That's called the pain of paying. It's why spending cash feels harder than swiping a card or tapping your phone. Subscription services figured out how to remove that pain. They bill you silently. No notifications, no alerts, no physical action required. It just happens. Monthly charges feel smaller and more forgettable than one big upfront purchase, even if they cost way more over time. Streaming services, apps, gym memberships, they all use this trick. And once that pain of paying is removed, it's like your financial brain goes on autopilot. The key to fighting this? We have to bring back the pain. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that next with systems that make these hidden charges impossible to ignore.
The key here is bringing back the pain on purpose. You can't stop silent charges unless you make them loud. One of the best practical moves is to turn off autopay for any subscription that allows it. When you're forced to manually pay each month, that sting of spending comes back. Suddenly, that $14.99 doesn't feel so invisible anymore. Another strategy? Use bank notifications. Set your banking app to alert you every time money leaves your account, especially for subscriptions. That tiny vibration on your phone is a psychological alarm bell, making each charge real. Want another tactic? Rename subscriptions in your calendar or notes app with emotional triggers. Instead of writing Netflix renewal, write $20 leaving my future savings. It might sound silly, but emotion drives action. And here's the brutal trick companies don't expect. Create a guilt folder in your photos with screenshots of every forgotten charge. Open it every time you're about to start a new subscription. Instant accountability.
Lesson 4. How to expose hidden subscriptions. Tools you should use right now. Let's go tactical. Step 1. Get subscription tracking apps like Rocket Money, Truebill, or Mint. These apps literally scan your financial transactions, highlight repeating charges, and tell you where your money is leaking. No more guessing. No more digging through emails or statements. Step 2. Use virtual cards when signing up for trials. Services like Privacy.com give you a new card for each subscription. And when you don't want to be charged again, just deactivate that card. Step 3. Set up calendar reminders for every subscription renewal date. Treat it like a meeting with your money. And here's the secret weapon. Call the company and ask for a retention discount.
You'd be surprised how many companies will offer you 30 to 50% off just for threatening to cancel. Bottom line, if you don't take control, your wallet stays on autopilot, and autopilot is expensive.
Now, let's level this up with practical execution. Start by doing a full scan of your past 3 months of bank statements. Why 3 months? Because many subscriptions bill quarterly. Sneaky, right? Tracking apps like Rocket Money can automate this, but doing one manual scan first helps you see exactly where your money's leaking. Next, build what I call a subscription kill list. This is just a simple note or spreadsheet with 3 columns: name of service, monthly cost, last time used. If you haven't used it in 30 days, gone. And here's the advanced move: negotiate. Call or email customer service and say, "I'm thinking about canceling. Is there a retention discount available?" They expect that script, and they'll often throw you 20% off just to keep you on board. Another tip? Use separate emails for work, fun, and trials. That separation makes it easier to track what matters and delete the junk. Organized systems equals more money stays yours.
Lesson 5. Creating a cancellation habit. Outsmarting your future self. You don't need willpower to win here. You need systems. Create a simple rule. If I haven't used it in 30 days, I cancel it. No exceptions. You can even build a subscription audit day once a quarter where you go through every single subscription. Want to make this stick? Tie it to a reward. Every subscription you cancel, move that exact amount into a savings account or investment fund. Watch how fast that money adds up when it's actually going to you instead of a company you forgot existed. And here's the psychology trick: future pacing. Picture what that money could become in 5 years. Is that random $9 app worth more than an extra $5,000 invested over time? Probably not. Cancel with confidence. You're not losing entertainment, you're building freedom.
And here's how you lock in this habit long-term. Turn it into a challenge. Make it fun by setting personal goals like cancel $50 worth of subscriptions this month. Track your wins on a whiteboard or digital note. Watching that number grow feels like progress, because it is. Another smart move is to create a no new subscriptions rule for 30 days. Every time you feel the urge to sign up for something new, write it down and wait. Most of the time, that desire will vanish in a week. Want to turn this habit into actual wealth? Set up an automatic transfer to a savings or investment account for the exact amount you cancel. Canceled a $15 subscription? Send $15 straight to savings. Over time, those tiny amounts snowball into serious cash. You're literally turning dead weight into future freedom. The secret isn't more effort, it's smarter defaults. Default to keeping your money, not giving it away.
Lesson 6. Never get trapped again. Building a system for permanent control. Here's the final piece: automation in your favor. Set up spending reviews as recurring events. Automate email filters for renewal, subscription, or receipt so they all land in one folder you check weekly. Use apps that send push notifications before a charge happens. And most importantly, build friction into signing up, not canceling. Make it a personal rule to never start a subscription unless you create a reminder or virtual card first. Remember, the companies you're up against are using behavioral science to take your money without asking. Now you're going to use behavioral science to protect it. This isn't just about saving $15 here or $20 there. This is about taking back control of your financial future. And when you control your money, you control your life.
Now let's turn this system into something that runs itself. Start by scheduling a money check-in on your calendar every 30 days. It doesn't need to be long, 15 minutes is enough. During that time, open your subscription folder, your tracking app, or your credit card transactions and scan for anything new or forgotten. Another practical move is to set email filters that automatically tag or forward receipts, subscription confirmations, or renewal notices into a folder labeled Recurring Charges. That way, every single recurring bill you get is organized in one place, ready for review. Want to go pro? Use automation tools like Zapier to connect services you use. Example, when a new subscription confirmation email arrives, automatically added to a Trello board or Google Sheet. Now you're turning their automation into your automation. And here's one of my favorite moves. Whenever you sign up for something, set a cancellation reminder on the same day. Don't trust future you. Build the system, save the money.
If this video helped you find even one subscription you forgot about, congratulations. You just gave yourself a pay raise without working an extra hour. And that's the game here, keeping more of what you already earn. Think about this. If you save $20 a month, that's $240 a year. Stretch that across 5 years, over $1,000 just by cleaning up silent leaks most people never notice. And we're just getting started. Imagine what happens when you apply these systems to the rest of your finances. This isn't just about canceling random apps, it's about building a life where your money works for you, not the other way around. So if you're ready to stop funding companies you don't even remember signing up for, like this video to tell the algorithm that you're taking control of your finances. Share it with a friend who's still paying for that gym membership from 2022. And if you want more videos like this, breaking down the hidden traps stealing your money every month, subscribe to the channel. Your future self will thank you. Let's build it together.